Just 5 years ago, the most advanced humanoid robot could barely walk in a straight line without falling over. Today, I'm about to show you footage of robots throwing knockout punches, executing perfect kicks, and engaging in full contact combat that would make professional fighters jealous. We're talking about the world's first humanoid robot fighting championship that just took place in China, where machines are literally beating each other up in organised combat sports. But that's just the beginning. I'll also reveal the secret behind how these robots learn to fight, the companies racing to build robot armies, and some breaking news about military applications that will absolutely blow your mind. On May 25, 2025, history was made in Hangzhou, China, when the China Media Group launched the world's first humanoid robot fighting competition. This wasn't some tech demo or carefully choreographed presentation. This was real combat with real stakes, broadcast live to millions of viewers around the world. The event featured Unitree Robotics G1 humanoid robots. These machines were equipped with boxing gloves and protective headgear, just like human fighters. But here's what made it truly spectacular. These robots were throwing legitimate punches, executing kicks, and maintaining their balance under intense physical pressure. The competition format was surprisingly sophisticated. Each match consisted of 3 rounds lasting 2 minutes each. Points were awarded based on clean hits, 1 point for punches to the head or body, 3 points for kicks, and significant penalties for falling down. If a robot couldn't get back up within 8 seconds, it lost 10 points, and the round ended immediately. 4 robots entered the tournament with names that sound like they came straight out of a video game: AI Strategist, Silk Artisan, Energy Guardian, and another competitor. The final showdown was between AI Strategist and Energy Guardian, with AI Strategist ultimately claiming victory through knockouts in all 3 rounds. But here's what's really mind-blowing about this competition. The robots weren't just randomly swinging their arms around. They were executing proper fighting techniques: jabs, uppercuts, hooks, and even knee strikes. When they got knocked down, most of them could scramble back to their feet in roughly the same time it would take a human featherweight boxer to recover from a slip. You might be wondering how exactly you teach a robot to fight. The answer involves a fascinating process that combines motion capture technology with artificial intelligence in ways that are reshaping robotics development. Engineers at Unitree work directly with professional kickboxing athletes to capture detailed movement data from every joint in the human body during real combat scenarios. This wasn't just recording video. They used sophisticated sensors to track the precise angles, forces, and timing of every punch, kick, and defensive movement. This motion data was then fed into the robot's AI-powered control systems, where machine learning algorithms analysed and refined the movements through millions of virtual simulations. The robots essentially learned to fight in a digital world before ever stepping into a real ring. Wang Qixin, a director at Unitree, explained that teaching robots different movements is incredibly challenging because it requires the integration of artificial intelligence, mechanical engineering, and real-time control systems. The robots had to learn not just how to throw a punch, but how to maintain their centre of gravity while doing it, how to recover from being hit, and how to adapt their strategy based on their opponent's actions. Now, if you want to learn about how US robotics have advanced to the levels which isn't yet achieved by other countries, then make sure to watch the video shown on your screen. While robot fighting might seem like pure entertainment, the technology being developed has profound implications for real-world applications. The same control systems that allow a robot to maintain balance while being punched can help warehouse robots recover from collisions with obstacles. The rapid decision-making capabilities demonstrated in combat scenarios translate directly to emergency response situations. Industry experts are calling this a train-through competition approach that accelerates robotics development far beyond what's possible in traditional laboratory settings. A fighting ring provides the kind of brutal stress testing that exposes weaknesses in hardware and software faster than any controlled experiment. China's robot fighting competition isn't happening in isolation. It's part of a much larger global competition to dominate the robotics industry. The Chinese government has identified humanoid robots as a strategic priority, with projections suggesting the market could reach 870 billion yuan by 2030, roughly 120 billion US dollars. Multiple Chinese companies are racing to scale up production of humanoid robots. Unitree, AgiBot, Engine AI and Booster Robotics are all competing to build the most capable machines and bring them to market first. The fighting competition serves as both a testing ground and a marketing showcase for these companies to demonstrate their technological capabilities. But the competition extends beyond entertainment. Chinese companies are already deploying humanoid robots in factories, hospitals and service industries. The same robots that can fight can also perform delicate medical procedures, assist with elderly care and handle complex manufacturing tasks. Speaking of defence applications, there are some developments in military robotics that tie directly into what we're seeing with these fighting robots. The US Army recently invested $1.7 million in something called the Port-and-Man Robotic Test System, a humanoid robot designed specifically to test chemical and biological protective equipment. This military robot is equipped with over 100 embedded sensors and is designed to wear protective suits while being exposed to dangerous chemical agents in controlled environments. The same balance and movement capabilities being demonstrated in robot fighting competitions are exactly what's needed for military robots operating in hazardous environments. The Port-and-Man system can replicate human movements like walking, running, kneeling, and going prone while wearing full protective gear. If a seal fails or a piece of equipment malfunctions during testing, the robot's sensors can detect it immediately, providing crucial data for improving soldier safety equipment. While military applications grab headlines, the real revolution might be happening in consumer markets. UB Tech, another Chinese robotics company, just announced plans to release a consumer humanoid robot for $20,000, with the first 1,000 units shipping later this year. This isn't some distant future promise, these are real robots with real capabilities being manufactured right now. The consumer model is designed for elderly care and basic household tasks, leveraging the same core technologies being demonstrated in fighting competitions. The economic implications are staggering. With aging populations in developed countries and labour shortages in key industries, humanoid robots capable of performing human-level tasks could revolutionise entire economic sectors. When you can buy a robot helper for the same price as a car, the calculation for many families becomes very different. What we're witnessing with robot fighting competitions represents more than just technological advancement. It's a fundamental shift in how we develop and deploy artificial intelligence. The rapid progression from walking robots to fighting robots to consumer helpers is happening faster than most experts predicted. The competitive aspect is crucial because it creates incentives for rapid innovation and public validation of capabilities. When robots succeed or fail in front of live audiences, there's immediate feedback that drives improvement cycles much faster than traditional research and development. We're also seeing the emergence of new industries built around robot entertainment, robot sports and robot competitions. Just like how video games evolved from simple entertainment into massive industries with professional leagues and global audiences, robot competitions could become major spectator sports with their own ecosystems of teams, sponsors and fans. As we're recording this video, there are several breaking developments in the robotics world that tie directly into what we've been discussing. Engine AI, a Shenzhen-based robotics company, has announced plans for an even larger robot combat event in December, featuring full-sized humanoid robots and potentially autonomous fighting rounds. This escalation suggests that robot fighting is moving beyond remote-controlled demonstrations toward truly autonomous combat, where robots make their own tactical decisions without human intervention. The implications of autonomous fighting robots extend far beyond entertainment into questions about artificial intelligence decision-making in high-stakes scenarios. There are also reports of safety incidents involving humanoid robots during testing phases. A Unitree H1 robot recently malfunctioned during a factory test, beginning to flail its limbs violently before engineers could shut it down. While no one was injured, the incident highlights the importance of safety protocols as these machines become more powerful and autonomous. On the positive side, Chinese humanoid robots have achieved several impressive milestones recently, including completing marathon courses, solving Rubik's Cubes, and assisting in delicate medical procedures. The fighting competition is just one demonstration of capabilities that are being applied across multiple industries. The speed of development in this field is absolutely breathtaking. What seemed impossible just months ago is now being demonstrated live on television. We're witnessing the birth of an entirely new category of machines that blur the line between artificial intelligence and physical capability in ways that seemed like pure science fiction just a few years ago. As we look toward the future, one thing is certain. The age of humanoid robots isn't coming, it's here. And based on what we've seen in that fighting ring in China, these machines are far more capable than most people realise. The question isn't whether robots will become part of our daily lives, but how quickly we'll adapt to a world where our mechanical companions are as agile, capable, and unpredictable as the humans they're designed to assist. The robot revolution is happening right now, and it's more exciting, more challenging, and more transformative than anyone could have imagined.